It's even
that's been the case for a long time.
Ronnie and
killed a chicken, thought it was a cat. Put it on the table with its legs sticking up. You gotta step it up and go. You gotta step it up and go. No, you can't stand it. You gotta step it up and go.
We're 15 foot 10 inches. The 50 foot.
Trying to shut you up.
The 54s are like 17.6 or something. They're almost 2 feet wider. And I was worried about that more than length. I worried because I have to fit into slips. And I suppose I should. You get used to anything. I'm getting used to this boat's actually, I thought it was a 58. It's actually 65 feet. But I guess you get used to anything in life.
I guess so, because we didn't know it and we were doing pretty good with it.
Yeah, until someone told me it was a 65. And I'm like, what? No!
Yeah.
We see crash over the front end of that ship.
You know what's odd though? Like if you see these on the Delaware, they're generally not under their own power. They're being pushed by tugboats.
Tugboats. So this one's going out on its own.
Actually, they're not a big deal. But before we left Fort Lauderdale, we're looking at the boat and there's barnacles all over the front of it. And there was a scuba guy, and I was with Captain Tim, and he said, let's go talk to the scuba dude and see if he's got some time. So we did. And he was cool. He was a really nice guy. He went under. He spent like 2 hours, this guy. I could hear him banging on stuff, hitting stuff underwater. He's freaking under there. And he cleaned all the barnacles off. He cleaned everything up perfectly. And he comes up, he goes, I'm glad I did because, man, you should have seen your props. I had oysters on there. And he's like,
oysters, you should have brought them up.
Yeah. So he cleaned it all up, and he charged me $100. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's too cheap here. And I tried to give him a $20 tip, and he wouldn't take it. He's like, nah, $100 is a fair price. I'll charge you $100. It's been like 2 hours.
I hear people yelling and screaming. Oh, that's massive. I don't even know if this is going to come up.
It's a monster fucking boat.
Jesus Christ.
It's like Dr.
we're just hanging inside waiting for it to stop raining so we can go to the marketplace. Chase is going to figure out the internet for us that we don't know how to use. Woohoo, Philadelphia!
Yeah, but we have to take the piece of
Are they going in?
stripped.
We're leaving Savannah, the marketplace, and these ships come in and out all the time. So it was a swell place to see. And we're glad we have Chasey here with us. And Captain Ed, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. We're just pulled out of Savannah. It was, yeah, we had some current against us. It was pretty easy. We just backed out, took some extra precaution with extra fenders and things like that, but it went pretty smooth. Savannah was a great city.
Yeah.
One of our probably favorites, if not favorite, that we've been to on this trip.
You think so too, Chase?
You know I like
It's,
Savannah.
yeah, it's just an amazing place. Just the architecture, the buildings. They seem to have a park every other block. It's just a really cool place. Only thing I'm disappointed about is hitting that nail coming out of the side of the side of the dock.
They don't.
Giant scratch on this, not just a scratch, a gouge on the side of our boat.
There was like 4 nails out, so it seems like they don't really maintain the dock that well.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend having your fenders out and come at slack tide, so because no one was there to help us.
Yeah. Ultimately, it was my fault. I should have had fenders out. I didn't, and there was no rub rail, and there was screws. So before we left, I took a hammer and bashed the screws in, so it doesn't happen to the next guy. But
yeah, and there was no one to help us dock up either.
yeah. But besides that, the dock's in a perfect location, right in the center of the heart of everything. You can walk to just about anything you want to get to.
Sweet location. And our tour guide Chase, knew it pretty well. So we were lucky stars. All right, now we're off to Skull Island, right?
Skull Creek.
Skull Creek, I mean.
Skull Creek Marina.
Yep.
So it should be about a 3-hour trip, and so it's pretty easy. We're just heading up. It's off Hilton Head Island.
Yep.
So we should be there in about 3 hours.
So off we go. Fair weather, I hope. So we're getting tossed a little bit around. We didn't expect it to be, 15-mile-per-hour winds?
Yeah, it was supposed to be 10 to 15. It's turning out to be 10 to 20. So we're seeing like 3 and 4 foot waves. A lot of white caps around, and
some more.
so it's a little bit rougher than we had hoped, but it's not the end of the world. We only have it was only a 3 to 4 hour trip to begin with. We have about an hour and a half left of rough water, so.
Yeah, most of it was to get us out of the channel.
It took us an hour and a half or whatever to get out of the river and out of the the inlet. So now it's only an hour and a half up.
Yeah, today's a short trip. A rough short trip. Hate that when that happens. I like it when it's like glass, but not always that lucky. And Chase is down. Not sure if he's sick or not. I'll check on him in a minute. Skull Creek Marina and heading into the ocean. We're going to try to cut the edge off the end of the channel to save some time to go to Brickett's Marina and Market up on North, what is it, North Edison River or something like that. This is a little tough getting into this thing. At the helm doing his best to keep the boat in line. And we'll be fine. We'll be...
And we're fine. It's just the waves are a pain in the neck.
Yeah, they're awkward. I don't know if you can see through the reflection, but they're really some kind of like kicking sideways at us. And we're trying to line ourselves up to the marker, so not easy. We'll be in there before you know it. Some delicious steak we got in Georgia, and we got them just marinating. Look how beautiful they are. Nice T-bones. We're gonna use our Gen Ed grill this evening. Chase is gonna cook them because he cooks steak better than me, and we have some nice rice with vegetables coming too. Got a little market there, a little of everything in it, kind of cute. You won't get eggs there though, or milk, but you'll get water, sodas, beer, Newport cigarettes. That's about it. And then there's restaurants too, a spa also, just in case you need your nails done. Well, I wish this had smell-o-vision because
Should oil the graters.
this already smells good. This is our first time using the grill on the Gen Air on the boat. And Chase is in charge of cooking these beautiful T-bones that we got in Savannah, Georgia at the butcher house. We couldn't pass it up. It's aged meat. It looked gorgeous, didn't it, Chase? So this is what's for dinner tonight here at, where are we? Bohican, up Bohican Creek at Bohican,
South Carolina.
yes, Bohican Creek Marina. Me and Chase were preparing dinner. Dad got the radar to work.
That's pretty good.
Very good. And how'd you get that to work?
It was just set in simulation mode. Now it's set in active mode.
Oh, cool.
Live mode.
Cool. Cool. How we looking?
Almost done. Yep.
Our beautiful T-bone steaks from Savannah, Georgia.
Let's get some rice.
And we got some shrimp rice because we took the shrimp shells. I boiled them in water and made a shrimp broth, and you know, yum yum. Okay, this is the boring stuff when people have boat videos, right?
Left the Mohican Marina in South Carolina. It was just a kind of a stopover for us. We were heading to Charleston, and we were looking for a place to stop because it was a little bit too long of a run for us, so we did, and now we're heading to Charleston the following day. Unfortunately, we can't find a slip for rent in Charleston anywhere. We called every marina. We even called marinas on the outskirts. I don't know why it's so busy there, but it is right now. So we are heading up the ICW to get to Charleston instead of going out to the ocean. And we are going to look for anchorages. There's a couple right across from the Charleston, downtown Charleston, but we can't guarantee there's going to be one when we get there. It could be all taken. So we have a number of them to look at. And so hopefully we'll find a place to anchor out today.
And try the tender.
Yeah. If we do, we're going to take the Boston Whaler off the back and try and get that and go to shore, since we haven't done that yet. But first step first is to find an anchorage.
Yeah, that has enough swing room for us.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of little anchorages that aren't really good on a 65-foot boat, so we have to find a good one.
Oh yeah, you forgot to mention that part. We measured our boat. It's
What?
58 and it came to
Did I?
65.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, well, the boat's 65 feet long. It's a Hatteras 58, but I took out a tape measure and it's 65 feet long, so
Ouch.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Till next time, we'll check in.
Yep.
I think we successfully anchored. I guess only time will tell. Eek. I hope we did good. I hope Captain Tim taught me well. Okay.
Okay, yeah, because we're already going that way.
See, I got that release string, so it takes the tension off of this, as instructed.
Tension off the windlass.
The tension off the windlass, and
Tension.
I'm so tense right now. Oh my God. Okay, and there's our anchor in the water. Okay. It's pretty tense. It was our first time anchoring this big girl. So that's just a cat. I'm just going to keep that out of the way. Well, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, on the upside, we're not going to go too much further that way because the chain's going all the way out. I worry when the current's spin and we're going that way, and whether or not we end up in the channel.
Okay.
So, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Otherwise, there's some more fun. But I think.
We'll have to re-anchor, and that's not good.
Nope, because it'll probably be at night. Okay, well, let's hope for the best. And here, oh, by the way, here's Charleston. this is what we're